really terrible, and I feel like a bad person every time I do it. But we'll find it out later. But enough about Dreamland. Hopefully we'll see it coming up in this next match we got for you guys. We've got Dakpo, like you said, running right on up there against Waffle, who I've actually never seen before. Do you know who Waffle is?
Absolutely not, but you know, Waffle is a great name to have. So Dakpo, obviously a very seasonal veteran Brawl player and a Smash 4 player. He's repping the Zero Suit Samus. He's got a few other pockets that he's been dabbling with, like the Luigi has been common, but Zero Suit is the character that's the flavor of the month, per se.
I mean, and why not? She is an amazing character who can take stocks as low as 30, 40%, and has amazing spacing tools, zoning tools, and just all around a good character. While we have Waffles going on with the Duck Hunt, which we don't see very often around here, we have very notable characters like MVD playing Duck Hunt, so I want to see how Waffles takes on this character.
You know, actually, now that you mention it, I forgot the face at first. No disrespect, but this is the character I played last week, or this is the player I played last week, first round, and he took me game 3 last hit.
Oh, really? So
yes.
With Duck Hunt?
With Duck Hunt. Well, he went Mario first. It wasn't working out, and he goes Duck Hunt, and it was just like he 2-stocked me game 2.
Oh wow!
It's just his full screen game is actually pretty solid.
Yeah, but we're seeing right now Dakpo's full screen game might be a little bit better, coming in immediately decimating Waffle in that first stock.
Well,
right.
The thing with Dakpo is he's not allowing him to have that opportunity to play at full screen, which is
it's really good. What we notice from like top players. Really good players is that when they come into a match, regardless if they know the matchup or not, they're going to find a way to dictate that pace and start commanding the game, which we're seeing from Dakpo right now. 92% on him, 15% on Waffle. So Waffle's going to need to find a way to take off this stock.
Yeah, definitely. He's giving him constant pressure, and he's getting into a zone to where Duck Hunt can't afford to throw anything that safe out. And it's just not an easy. It's just not been easy so far this matchup. Give him the space in the room, he could change the tide a bit. But he's also a lot of his kill moves, such as up air and all his smash attacks, they have to commit into Zero Suit's zone.
Yeah, what I think is kind of hard for Duck Hunt in this matchup is that Zero Suit Samus has really good disjointed hitboxes, which can go through a lot of Duck Hunt's projectiles and can, like you were saying, destroy the pacing. So if Waffles is able to find a way to get around, Zero Suit Samus' hitboxes and Dakpo, the player's amazing controlling pace and play, then maybe he'll find a way. But right now, it's looking fairly bleak. Dakpo almost slapping Waffle right now. Waffle's still not finding a way to take off this stock. It's looking fairly bleak at this moment.
He's also controlling the mind game, or the canister game, too.
Definitely. And like I like from Waffles right there, he's finally able to seal the stock with the can, but is it too late? Yes, and it is, right as I say it, possibly the commentator's curse. Dakpo falling down with the back air, taking out that stock. Seeing that game, I think, with a JV2 there. So great stuff from Dakpo. What I would love to see from Waffles is possibly adjusting, finding a way to, space himself out, get the pace going in his favor so that Dakpo has to work to him, and Waffle's able to control the game too.
Yeah, and that's the idea, but also you have to. There's a huge commitment with doing so, and you have to outthink the other player in order to really get them to play your game. Yes. Dakpo's seen a variety of playstyles in many different Smash games, and it's just one of those deals where he's gonna have to search a little bit deeper than he normally is if he wants to take this to game, take this game 3 or even win the set.
Yes, definitely. But we're going to see how he plays in this game 2. Going to Battlefield, which I feel is not much different from Town and City. Stages with, out platforms are fairly good for Duck Hunt. He's able to set up all of his, projectiles, his traps, and, he makes the player have to come to him. Yeah. But I also feel that it's not as good as a stage like, Battlefield or Dreamland, where he's able to set more traps and dictate the pace a fair bit more. But obviously, he's the one who's playing. I'm the one who's not, so I want to see how he adjusts. And he's already doing a far better job than he was last game.
The other thing, too, about this stage is it doesn't give Zero Suit those platforms so where she can get those early ceiling kills like you would see at a Battlefield or a Dreamland. I think a lot of it has to do with picking a character to counterpick the opponent, which that's a legitimate strategy if you're unsure of where to take yourself. Find a stage that can cripple the opponent.
Yeah, definitely. But honestly, he's looking far better. They're incredibly close in the stocks right here. What I didn't see Dakpo, take advantage of, which he didn't really give the chance, was Waffle's recovery option with Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt's recovery, having no hitbox, is fairly punishable, which you saw from Dakpo just then. So Waffle's in a good position right now. He has stage control, and that's exactly what he needs. With Dakpo coming right in, taking the stage control for himself, and then immediately giving it away.
Yeah, I mean, he even caught him with a really nice down smash. But the thing with Duck Hunt that I feel has to be the biggest adjustment that they need to make is have his smash attacks actually link, because he hit the first hit and it just didn't go through for the remaining hit.
Yeah, but we saw just there, he didn't need a smash attack, having that trusty neutral read, the can coming in, taking off Dakpo's first stock. Let's see how much extra credit he can rack up on Dakpo before his stock is taken, if it even is.
Yeah, now this is going to be interesting to see if he can start getting into a pace of his own game, because the thing about it, I was definitely giving a lot of props last week. Waffle is a much more difficult player to play against when he has the lead. A lot of matchups are like that, and it's no exception for Duck Hunt either. He's a character that strives on full screen.
Yes.
And he can just throw out a lot of hard-hitting, safe items that just will pester and keep you away.
And that we're seeing right now, Dakpo having an incredibly hard time taking a stop, but immediately making me bite my words with a well-placed up air, taking off that 63% on Dakpo right now. Not a terrible position for a character like ZSS Samus who can steal stocks early, but let's see if Waffle's able to run away with this game like he does in Duck Hunt when he takes those birds.
Yeah, he's got, very nice follow-up with the forward air from the down smash, and he's using the gunman to very well. And as you see right now, this is the type of play style that Waffle needs. He's definitely in the zone right now. And what's also really nice about going to a stage like this, Dakpo can't make any ridiculous 0 to death reads, because there's just not that advantage unless he gets all the way up to the top like that. There's going to be is definitely one of those tenacity type moments right now. Can Waffle last long enough to have an opportunity to seal the deal and take the stock, or is Dakpo just going to find a way in and just take it away from him? Yes,
definitely. Waffle with a well-placed down smash. Not going to be it just yet. 104, that's going to be it. Great stuff. 2 kills that game were due to the can. I really love that. I mean, look at a Duck Hunt coming in like a jailer. Dak Police coming in and getting knocked out. I just realized his tag was Dak Police, so I wanted to make a jail police officer reference, but I feel like I failed there. Be ready for some policeman puns, because the Dak Police is going to come in strong.
Well, really nice name. Well, I think an Easter egg, or I don't know if it's canon or not, but the Duck Hunt dog is kind of called Mr. Peepers.
Really?
So yeah. Well, at least that's what I've heard.
Mr. Peepers.
Because he pokes out of the bush.
Yeah, I can see that.
So they call him that, and that's kind of like Dakpo. Going back to the match though.
Yeah.
Dakpo, interesting enough, goes back to FD for his counter pick.
It's probably that feeling like, you know what, I shouldn't have lost that. I could have won that. I'm gonna come back and show this kid that I'm the police for a reason. He's about to go to jail.
That's, there's those opportunities, but you can also refer to that as tilt if he's not careful with it.
Exactly, but right now, proving us both, me true, you slightly wrong. He's coming in 9% on him, 96% on the Duck Hunt. He is definitely showing that, you know what, I should have won that last game. I was just testing you a little bit. You did good, but kid, time to go to jail. Right there, almost taking the stock, 123%. We're counting right now.
Yeah,
up airs for days.
Yeah, he's definitely adjusting to this He's definitely adjusting to Waffle's play style right now, and getting those nice baits with the down B and just finding ways in. And you can see right now he's getting a little hesitant to throw things out, like throwing more smash attacks out, a lot more unsafe aerials. Yes. He's getting him out of his play style, and that's one of the most self-destructive things you can do as a player.
That was the most delayed down B ground I've ever seen. Not able to follow up after it, though. 166% on Waffles. Waffles needs to find something. The Rage may add something to his play right now, but Dakpo not giving him a chance. Very reminiscent of the first game where Dakpo was completely in control.
Yeah, you saw earlier, too, that gunman just saved Waffles' butt.
Yes.
That was probably death, because Forward tilt's going to seal the deal at 180%.
That was a well-placed forward tilt for Dakpo, who was having an incredibly hard time taking off that stock. Let's see if he's able to take off this stock a bit easier, or if Waffles is going to be able to come in and take him out before gaining too much percentile.
He tried reading with the up smash there, but he didn't have enough time with the down B. But already he had a nice chain to get him up a good 30%, and he's starting to figure out ways, but the extra credit's building, and he's running out of time.
Yep. Oh. That was a very good attempt there, but missing it. Waffles DIing out of it and air dodging downwards. Waffles definitely needs to take off the stock soon. Dakpo has almost lapped him in percent.
1% away from doing so.
Exactly, and he's already been lapped. 111 on Waffles right now. Dakpo in a very comfortable position. 2 stocks on his belt. And an amazing down air, catching that really, really, not so great recovery. And hitting him with a well-placed back air, sealing him out. So many frames on him, can't tech that. Way down into the blast zone. Dakpo taking game 3 very convincingly.
Yeah, trumps him off the ledge, and he can just safely down smash from there because he committed under the stage from that. If he went high too, I didn't think there was much room for him to go anyways.
The recovery for it has no hitbox, and it's fairly slow. So pretty much, it's like, it's a snail coming out, and you're just walking, you actually step on the snail. That's what Dakpo just did. He accidentally stepped on that snail known as Waffles, crushing him and sealing that game 3, winning it. The police coming in, taking you to jail, and that was the set.
RIP.